Welcome to Wideside Sports.
Came in real enthusiastic on that one.
Well, bringing up the point that I can't pick anything. I'm fucking terrible at everything. At least I've won a game and tied one this week on the picks. I think my fantasy team scored 12 points.
Oh, God.
And this is the first week, the $1 million one wasn't any better.
Really?
Wasn't any better.
Didn't cash it off.
I did not cash. It was
man.
a total loss for me. It's sad times in the Fraley household.
I won another 18 on Monday night. The Rams.
I don't even mess. I'm so bad at single game stuff. I don't even mess with it.
I had Debo as my multiplier, and it was a good time.
Yeah, I had my $1 million one. I had 85 points.
Oh.
Had 117 in our wide side one, which obviously was not good. I don't even know who won.
I don't know either. Let's shit on him.
Something Parker.
My wife's husband. That's me. My mom's husband.
Actually, 18 of the 20 people in this are me with just different names, and I still can't win.
Nah, my mom's husband.
Oh, okay.
He won. Fucker. Fuck him.
Fucking loser.
Fucking loser. Pick a different wife. The one of them I had, God damn, I suck at this too. I only had 86 points in ours. I think you beat me, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I freaking throttled you.
Yeah. You did. 117 to 86 was a throttling.
I mean, you really know who I throttled?
Luke.
Fucking Luke.
Luke had 56 points. His defense, the Lions had a negative.
I mean, hell, you almost get 50 points spelling your name right. What the hell's going on down there? It is I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
I can't get anybody to match up. I'll have a dude go off and then nobody else score. I can't even get just even across the board. I can't get double digit points by everybody.
Yeah, I can't. I'll get, one.
I can't get a quarterback to save my ass.
Yeah, well, that was I just had this, I had Jonathan Taylor, 20 carries for 42 fucking yards and a fumble. Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, exactly.
And it went against what we talked about of hey, stop with the Colts, stop with the Colts, stop with the Colts. I picked the Colts and then picked a player from the Colts.
Oh, God.
But I had TJ Hawkinson, 35 points.
Yeah.
That was my first guy out of the gate.
Yeah.
Raiders got me 11.
Yeah. Fuck the Raiders.
Had Saquon Barkley. And Drake London really let me down.
Yeah.
DJ Moore.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of the 8 spots, or 9 spots, I had 5 guys scored single-digit points.
Yeah. And we were talking about you got to get 10 guys to average 20.
Yeah.
I got 8 guys averaging fucking 3.
Yeah, it's a bitch. It's a fucking bitch. But I can't even get skill guys right. On this last one, I had all number 1 targets. I went and I did research on this one. All of the last weeks, I had everybody's number 1 targets. What was my receivers? Picked them. Nothing. 1. Cortland Sutton got me 15.
I went so opposite because I'm so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
My quarterback?
Yeah.
And just thinking this is going to go out there. This is just going to be a really weird thing. And I put Baker Mayfield as my quarterback thinking,
oh, God.
He's going to get, he's going to get 18 points or whatever. But he did not.
He's so bad.
He is really bad. And I like Baker.
Yeah, I take back all of the stuff I said about how he could be good because I don't think he can be good.
For him to be good, he's got to be in San Francisco.
Yeah. Where you're so.
But I think if you're quarterback in the NFL, I think you would be good there.
I don't think Trey Lance would be good there. I think
he's also not a quarterback in the NFL right now.
No, but I'm saying.
So what I said.
Nah, shut up.
Fucking listen.
No.
Never listen.
I know. But he played terrible his first week and a half. I know he only played a game and a half, but even in the preseason, he had all the snaps and still he played every preseason game.
Imagine trading your future away to go up and get that.
Yeah.
When you could have not traded, and I'm not, not to be a dick writer of Justin Fields. I mean, he's a fucking bust. It's like he's in Chicago. He gets hit often. Like, if you think Joe Burrow gets hit a lot, which he does.
You haven't watched the Bears.
You haven't seen the Bears play yet.
Yeah.
But to trade up all the way to get that on a guy that you have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even really play college football.
Yeah.
For the most. You could have stayed kind of where you were, traded up a few spots and got Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we thinking here?
Yeah.
Well, we think everybody has that diamond. Well, they got Josh Allen. And look what he's turned out to be. Of like, that doesn't. I mean, that doesn't happen that often.
I mean, there's never sure things, but there's pretty close. And especially when you're San Fran and you have a scheme that, like you said, fits about any quarterback.
Pretty much
fits about any quarterback, especially the way you have your runs, you design. I mean, and just the big play capability. You throw a 5-yard curl to Debo and he takes it 70 yards to the house. Like, stuff like that is, and you try to find your diamond in the rough because he boots out and throws the ball far. That's also nobody in front of his face in a dome.
Yeah.
With shorts on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the same.
Yeah.
And I thought that Kyle Shanahan was smarter than that. But obviously
it seems like they weren't on, him and Lynch were not on the same page of this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Of just like, I mean, even thinking about that, of like, everybody thought it was Mac Jones.
Yeah. Which even that makes sense to me.
Because that would be a good look.
Yeah. That would be a very good look for Mac Jones. Because
you could say he throws better than either of the quarterbacks that they have on the roster.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
he throws a better ball than Fields or Lance, honestly. I mean, you could even put in there that he's a smarter football player. Smarter? No?
I don't know.
Okay. You just...
Based on what?
I don't know. I would say based off of who his play caller was learning from.
The only thing I would say on the Fields thing is not the Wonderlic test, but the recall test that they do.
Mm-hmm.
That comes out of like Yale or some shit like that. Like, Justin Fields got a perfect score.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that he's not smart or anything like that.
Because that seems to be, when you listen to the stud quarterbacks, recall seems to be the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what they are. Yeah. This is a look I seen, and we practiced that in practice, so I seen this look, so I knew it was. I mean, that is what it is. It seems like.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I'm with you on that. That makes sense. But yeah, just the fact that there was other options, and you traded up. You had 2 first-round picks. You could have got the one quarterback and still had another one to help out your fantastic defense that you have.
Yeah. I love that about the draft of, man, there's always a quarterback that gets pumped up that is like,
yeah.
What? And it's always from some small school. Like, it's never a quarterback like Justin Fields and
Trevor Lawrence.
No. Mac
Jones, yeah.
Like, they came from Alabama and Ohio State, so they're obviously going to fall in the draft.
Yeah, it's weird like that.
But this guy from North Dakota that played one fucking game and lost.
Yeah.
This guy's got talent. I mean, now he hadn't played a lot of football, so it's going to take some time. But are you going to develop a quarterback for when you're not the coach here anymore?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. And let's transition that into the Chris Ballard thing in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Obviously, I've listened to a lot of his interviews because that show that I listen to, he's on.
Yes, a lot.
Often.
Yeah.
Got to play our guys first. Got to build within, build through the draft, that cash over cap thing, you're kicking it down the road, and that's going to, it's like, the guy that takes your job is going to be very happy you didn't do that. But the whole offseason was, all right, you got Matt Ryan. I said he had a noodle arm last year, but I believed with their running game and offensive line, hey, man, if you can throw it fucking 10 to 15 yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the whole offseason, who's he going to throw it to? Who's he going to throw it to? Never addressed it.
Nope.
Never went out and signed a receiver.
Nope.
Never went out and...
Not even a tight end.
Nope.
Not even something to help him out.
Got a 6'7" tight end that caught 2 touchdowns the week before, hardly fucking played the next week. I'm like, what? Okay.
Okay, what are you doing?
You know, you have nobody to throw to.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Well, you can't seem to get... It's like, well, if there's nobody that the defense has to be scared of.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Pittman a little bit, but one guy is pretty easy to take care of. Okay, so we'll just bring all the safeties up. That's how you get Jonathan Taylor to have 20 carries and 40 yards.
Yeah.
When there's 9 guys in the box.
No shit. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. And then it's tough
to throw a crossing pattern when there's 9 guys in the box. And you don't have anybody that can run past anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll get it through the draft. We believe in these younger... It's like, same thing, Green Bay.
Yeah.
That's the talk of, man, this team's ready to go. It's like, are they? Because they didn't address the one thing that they got a second and third round draft pick that are struggling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, well, that one guy seems to be a guy. It's like, yeah, but he's not a guy.
Yeah. He's just guy.
Jamar Chase came in and was a fucking guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Justin Jefferson came in and was a fucking guy.
Jamar Chase came in and was a guy so much that nobody is now questioning taking a receiver in the top 5.
No.
Because everybody was shitting on the Bengals pre-draft. You got to take the tackle. Don't waste your money on the top 5 receiver. It's like, yeah, no, fuck you, because I can do it now because he's the guy.
He's the guy.
If I know that he's the guy, I'm taking him now. I don't have to take the tackle first. And don't get me wrong, did they need a tackle 100%? But they went into the fucking Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, can't say anything about it. It's a game about you always win on the line.
Yep,
obviously. But it's a game of weapons, and you need to have a lot of them.
Just to, like you said, just to spread the defense out a little bit. No, whoever plays the Colts is not worried about anybody on the outside. And now Jonathan Taylor's hurt. So now what are you doing?
You're tanking for a quarterback.
Yeah, you are. You're sucking for luck.
But you owe Matt Ryan $30 million next year.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of quarterbacking and stuff like that, Dak wants to play this week.
I think Dak feels the pressure.
He should feel the pressure because the guy's fucking 4-0.
And he's not any good.
No, he's not any good. Neither's
Dak's not any good.
Well, I don't really think the other guy's that good. He's just running. He's running the offense. He's running the offense. That a lot of people don't get that. I don't need special fucking plays. I need you to run the offense.
Yeah.
I need you.
Dak is. I'm not saying he's like this guy as a person because the guy's the fucking worst. But it's like when he's in the game, it's like an offense ran for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Well, we want to win, but we got to get him his stats, and we got to make sure that this price tag meant no, just fucking win games.
Win games.
That's it. Just win games.
You win games, your price tag means everything.
And it just like, well, and people talk about Dak being like a top 5 quarterback. It's like, well, look at his numbers. It's like, well, but look at the 380 yards he threw for. Fucking 280 came in the fourth quarter when they were down 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That means something. Like, you're not looking at the right stats.
No.
Like, you can make a stat say whatever you want.
Yeah. No, it's just
John Harbaugh can put out whatever stat he wants, but that lost you the fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the 1 yard line.
It's field goal.
You're going to run a 4 yard fucking drop out of the shotgun?
Yeah.
With the best athlete in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah.
So not only did you not just take the lead, you didn't even give the guy his best chance.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, no, but it's just funny. Yeah, no, Dak Prescott feels the pressure. He should.
Yeah,
the guy's coming in and winning football games, something you haven't done.
Yeah,
you haven't done. You're not. Yeah, it's. I just find it very, very odd that all of a sudden now he wants to come back and play. I don't feel like he would have. I don't feel like he'd be this ready to come back if they had won 1 game or 2 games since he's been gone.
Yeah, and now as a team perspective, you're our guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not losing your job because we paid you all this money.
Mm-hmm.
It's your job.
It's your job.
He's won all these games means that we can give you another week to be 100% sure.
Yep.
Because if you're not and you fuck it up a little bit more, now you're done for the season.
Yep.
Like your season's over.
Yeah.
Now's the time you can take a step back.
Yeah.
You're not winning the division because the Eagles are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, they are. They are really good.
Yeah.
They are really good on every level.
Yeah.
All the levels of football that they are really, really
Their
good.
offensive line is so good.
Yeah.
So I was watching AQ Shipley break those down yesterday of just like, because you always hear about Jason Kelsey being good and stuff like that, but you never know why because nobody ever, because it's always a quarterback and stuff saying, well, they didn't block the right way. It's like, then you get an offensive lineman in there breaking down the film of what he does and going, oh my God, this guy, this
so
is fucking next level shit that he's doing. Not to mention how fast he runs to get to outside blocks. So,
there's not a lot of teams who pull their center.
No.
They fucking can. He can.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
And he's so undersized for his position, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome to watch him be able to do this stuff. Like, even to get to the double team up to the linebacker, the way that, don't get me wrong, the way that they scheme it helps him out too, but there's not a lot of centers who can do that.
Right.
And a quick at it.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch.
Well, that one play, they fake a zone to the right.
Yeah.
A zone block to the right.
Uh-huh.
And he takes 2 steps to the right and then pulls left.
Yep. And still makes it out there.
Kicks out the end.
Yep.
And it's a 30-yard touchdown of like...
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right.
It's crazy. Crazy. Just that makes you so dangerous that you can actually do that play.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. Oh, man, football's so fun.
But that is the way Jalen Hurts is playing right now is what I see what a Justin Fields could be. Mm-hmm. And that's why I say, like, the San Francisco thing of, like, that's a no fucking brainer. Why is that not?
Yeah.
Or as they were saying, if, like, imagine if you dropped a Lamar Jackson in that offense.
Yeah.
Because they're not using Lamar.
No, not anymore.
The way they should.
No.
I'm not saying that you got to run the piss out of him, but
no, but he's a runner.
You're running an RPO game, and that's not his game.
No,
because the RPO is nothing
for him. No, it's not. No, the Raiders need to, or the Ravens need to look at what Philly's doing with Jalen and kind of start to tailor, or just do what you were doing his first couple years.
Yeah,
that was working because everybody was confused as fuck about what you were doing. Nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what the hell you were doing. And, they've taken a step back with him.
Yeah. And the way they just keep blowing leads.
Yeah.
They were up 17.
Well, I'll tell you what. Harbaugh should be kicking himself in the nuts for firing Martindale.
Yeah.
And bringing in a guy from
Michigan. Now he was
there as a lineman, but he was just a position coach.
Yeah.
And has a good year at Michigan. Comes back, like, why the hell did you fire that guy?
Yeah.
Like, look, like, he's turned a Giants defense who has nobody on it into a solid defense.
Yeah. And he's a guy that, and what I like about him is, and he showed you that last week with the Giants game, if he finds something that works in the game,
just gonna keep running it.
Just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
Prove to me you can fucking stop it.
Uh-huh.
And that's why, like, a lot of offensive guys aren't like that. And I think they gave that with Manning. It was one of those things because you never see that today of, he can run whatever play he wants. Mm-hmm. But this was working, and they ran the ball 27 times in a fucking row.
Yeah.
Because it's working.
Uh-huh.
Where now you would never, we better fucking chuck one down the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Feel free to just march it down and score another touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, but if I don't get an 80-yard pass in here,
exactly.
It didn't look as good.
Yep, it didn't look as good. Yeah. No, I agree with you on that.
That was the Jim Tressel thing when he was the offensive coordinator for whatever OAC team, his first offensive coordinator job. Mm-hmm. The first play that is whatever you want to call it, some basic ass 32 trap.
Yeah.
And they, gashes 14 yards.
Mm-hmm.
The next play, ran the same damn play, 12 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Next play, ran the same damn play, 9 yards.
Yep.
The head coach goes, hey, you going to run a different play? He goes, yeah, when they stop this one, we'll run something different.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I keep...
Why we're getting almost a first down every play. Why would I change it?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because now they're going, well, they can't run it again.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, we will.
We can.
We will run it again.
Yeah. I always say 32 because I think of unnecessary roughness. Round right, 32 trap on 2. I think they might see that coming. They haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Oh, man. College football, I guess, is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's just boring right now because nobody's playing anybody yet.
Yeah, and I mean, and Georgia should have got beat.
Yeah, they should have.
Missouri should have won that game. As I think I said this to my brother when it happened. Missouri had the lead, fourth quarter. They broke that long run and they got tackled on the one.
Mm-hmm.
And they do what like other places try to do of like, get to the line real fast. Let's do something real quick and get it in there.
Yep.
And you have a false start. Now it's first and goal from the 7, and you
Yeah.
end up kicking a field goal. Those are the things.
And
why do you need to run fast?
yeah. I tell you what, if Missouri, all they needed was one fucking touchdown.
Yeah.
One touchdown and they win the game. And the one that gets me, the play before that, if he just was just a step faster, he has the touchdown.
Yep.
Oh my God. I was like, because as soon as they got on the one, I'm like, they're not scoring. You put Georgia defense is good.
Yeah.
You put them in a tight scenario where your playbook shrinks. Because it's Missouri. They probably don't, you know what I mean? They practice the goal line stuff, but they just don't have the guys that Georgia does up front. It's like, yeah, they're not scoring. They needed to score on the big run.
Yeah.
And you kick a field goal. The next possession. Now, don't get me wrong, they still move the ball on them, but you're only getting 3.
Yeah.
You're only getting, and your defense can only hold so much because Georgia just has better athletes.
Yeah, they're going to do it at some point.
Exactly. So your offense, you got to score just one fucking touchdown.
That was the thing I loved. I was listening to Joel Klatt on Monday or whatever. Because he does his top 5 rankings, which we should probably do that on college. But
yeah.
And it's just how he says it. Hey, this is a snapshot of right now.
Yeah.
And he had Georgia ranked 5th.
Mm-hmm.
People freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
And him saying, look. You should have lost to Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, and that's when he went off on this with Kirby Smart of like, it's just tough winning a game in this conference. And he goes, I'm so sick and tired of hearing this. Like Missouri is some world beater of a team.
Yeah, exactly.
Coach, it's tough to win in every conference. So he says, you're telling me that going to Missouri where they never win football games is better than Michigan going to Iowa and beating them, who the last 4 top 5 ranked teams have gotten beat by Iowa and Iowa.
Yeah.
So that's a better win.
Mm-hmm.
It's
not.
This SEC thing
Yeah.
is too much. Like people pounding their chests of like, hey, you're not the ones after the 3rd best team. The rest of you aren't the ones making the SEC anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually right now after the 2nd best team because the rest of them suck.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you struggled. Like it was a game in the second half against Kent State.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. A little stumble in the road. But then you should have got beat by Missouri the next week. Now, you can't tell me things are okay. Mm-hmm. You just can't.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. And the one thing about the SEC and the people who who do the rankings, if you're not Alabama or Georgia and you lose a game, they just fucking kick you down the goddamn curb.
Yeah.
Like Arkansas.
Yeah.
They lose to Texas A&M. They're 10th. They pushed them back to 20th.
Yeah.
You're telling me that losing a ranked game pushes you back 10 spots?
Yeah.
And was it a 1-score game?
Yeah.
Yeah, a 1-score game to a ranked opponent in your conference.
But here's one though. I know Arkansas lost.
A 2-point game. Now, I know that they've lost 2 now.
I understand
so then they
that.
should be 20.
But that's the difference of they jumped down 10 spots after losing that first one. Now say they didn't play Alabama the next week. And they played Missouri. And if they beat Missouri by a touchdown, they'd have been 9.
Exactly. Doesn't make any sense.
And fucking Kansas just finally got ranked and they're like 18th.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, they have beat some fucking teams.
Yeah. And
the only teams that scored more touchdowns than them is Ohio State.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the fucking list of like, now are they,
they're not going to sustain it. Probably not. But
give them some, give them some fucking credit. They beat higher ranked and better opponents than other teams.
Yeah. It's the same. You can make the argument with other people. Florida was like top when they got beat by they got beat by Kentucky week 2, I believe. Yeah. 26-16. Florida's 12th. They get beat, and I think they're not even ranked anymore after they got beat by the one. It's a two ranked teams going against each other.
Yeah, but I think they got that right because they know that like Florida's just fucking. They've had like 3 good seasons the entire history of the fucking school. Fucking Florida Gators. Okay, that's cute.
But you get my point. You get my point.
Yeah, I understand.
I
had high hopes for Florida this year, but I've watched them play a couple times now, and it's just like, ooh. Because I thought this, with everybody that went to the NFL from Georgia, I thought if Florida was going to get Georgia
this year,
and it could be the
very
way
well,
Georgia's playing.
Yeah,
but
Florida's quarterback turns the ball over so much. That's his only issue. He's not bad. He doesn't do a bad job, but
that's been their issue for like a fucking decade. It's like they always have a quarterback that's got an arm and mobile as shit, usually the best athlete on the field, but likes to throw it to the other team or fumble it. That's just what they are.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird how you have a fall that far. But then again, they weren't great before that.
No, they had a couple good seasons. What was I going to say? But yeah, again, this week, it's week 6, and we only have like 3 top 25 matchups.
Yeah.
God.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. I mean, Ohio State, Michigan State, there's not, I mean, if it's a game, it shouldn't be.
Is that this week?
Yeah.
And it's at 4 o'clock. What a weird kick time.
What a weird
What are we
kick time.
doing?
Fucking ABC. Yeah. Ohio State minus 27.
Yeah.
Really? In a conference game? I know they're not any good, but minus 27. It's at Michigan State.
So here's the funny thing, and that's where the SEC thing comes in. Is Ohio State, if they beat Michigan State by 20, oh man, they struggled at Michigan State. I'm like, well, you just barely got by fucking Missouri.
Yeah.
That's the thing that is bothersome. Now, granted, I know the SEC is the best conference, but let's not act like it's the whole fucking SEC.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohio State didn't get credit for beating fucking Rutgers. I mean,
no.
Come on.
Taking punts, Jesus.
What a fucking... I'm guessing that punter got an earful.
They made him special teams player of the week.
Ohio State did? Or?
Yes, Ohio State did.
Well, that's the fucking...
Well, I didn't even think it was a fake punt. They overloaded the one side, and he saw grass, and he just took off.
He took 3 steps to kick a Australian rules football style kick.
Yeah.
It is not a rugby kick.
No, it's not a rugby cunt. Oh, fuck, I said cunt.
He could have been a rugby cunt. I don't know.
He could have been. That sounded like an insult.
But he took 2 steps and then realized, hey, there's nobody here.
Yeah.
So he just took off.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that's in the game plan to do that if that happens to be the case. And I like, Shiano, he's got to do what he's got to do. It's like, but you were bringing a full out fucking punt block, so let's not act like you're
better.
Totally okay.
Yeah, you're trying to block the punt down 3 scores or whatever it was. Just calm down, dude. And then you can't be mad when the kid just makes a play.
Yeah. Now Ryan Day's lucky you've had the get back coach because
Shiano would have beat his fucking ass.
Stomped a fucking hole in his ass.
He would have beat the hell out of Ryan Day.
Yeah.
Ryan Day seems to me as a bit of a softie.
Yeah.
Bit of a soft. And Shiano's, ever since he's been at Rutgers the first time and you started to hear about him, then he goes to the NFL.
Yeah.
The guy's been a hardcore motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've heard him speak a couple times. He's just as hardcore and aggressive when he talks as when he's out on the field.
Isn't it amazing that when you can take Rutgers the first time, now granted they were still in the Big East and stuff, but Big East was pretty good back then.
Yeah.
And you start building this program of their defense was fucking legit.
Yeah.
And then you get a job at a bigger school and you just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I mean, now granted, he didn't have the greatest defense when he was at Ohio State.
No.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then he goes back to the smaller school and he's having success. And I think there's some coaches who just prefer the smaller school.
You just don't have it.
You just don't. I mean, you can coach up the kids who should be going to Rutgers, pretty much. You're getting the best out of them that you can.
Yeah.
And some coaches I just think are good at that and others can take, you know what I mean? It's
like that like with Phil, with Jordan, and
Yeah.
there's only certain coaches that can handle that level. Kobe and Shaq, and they hated each other, but kept it together.
Kept it together, yeah.
Where when you get into the Ohio States, Alabamas, Georgias, of like that's who you have on your team, and like you start looking at it of like, are you going to be okay? Because Ohio State lost 2 games last year and they won the Rose Bowl. Fucking failure.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that? Because not a lot of people are like, hey man, this is a good year. No, it's not.
No, it's not. No,
because that's not the point.
Yeah.
And let's see, Clemson's in the playoff. Because I don't know that they play
I don't think they play
else.
else. No, do they play Notre Dame?
They do.
That might be their only other tough game, and Notre Dame might not even be ranked by then.
I don't know that they have another ranked opponent.
I don't even think they play this week. Yeah, they do. They play Boston College.
Yeah, big BC.
Yeah. Syracuse in 3 weeks. They're ranked as of right now, but
that's always a weird one.
And then Notre Dame in November.
When they were competing for national championships, they'd always get beat by Syracuse.
No shit. And Syracuse is playing good fucking football right now.
Yeah.
For Syracuse. I mean, they're playing good football right now. I mean, the ACC always has that second team that scare them. In the last couple of years, it's been North Carolina.
Yeah.
That always kind of puts up a fight, and somebody else has to take that spot.
Yeah.
Louisville was there for a while, kind of doing that when Lamar Jackson was there.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, so that they technically they have, as of right now, they have one more ranked opponent.
Yeah.
And then Notre Dame, but who knows what the hell they are by that time.
What they're going to be.
That's till November. They could rattle off 4 more wins and be ranked.
And they probably are. They probably will. I mean,
yeah. So maybe, possibly 2, 1 left. And Syracuse may not even be ranked. They're only 22nd. They could lose one and then be out of it. So
by November, pretty good chance they're going to lose one.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
don't feel like we're talking about them that they're going to fucking
run the
table. So
yeah.
Just weird. I mean, college football. They just fucking play each other.
Yeah. Yeah. It's frustrating because again, we're week 6 in, and one of the ranked games that's playing is Utah and UCLA.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the ranked games that's playing this weekend.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to watch that.
No. I will not.
I did watch the highlight of the UCLA quarterback last week stopping at the end zone.
And have the 2 guys.
That
was awesome.
That's a fantastic
That was
play.
awesome.
That was great. And then just walks it on into the end zone afterwards. It's great.
I noticed that when watching the Ohio State game when they panned around.
Uh-huh.
That they already had the UCLA flag flying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, there was a UCLA flag up there.
Yeah,
like, oh, are we doing this?
Doing
I
this
didn't
already?
see it just happened to
be
where they were of like, that's weird. Oh, is that? What are we doing?
Huh.
Okay.
That is interesting.
Because they're still fighting that out there for UCLA.
Yeah.
It's like,
why?
Well, we can keep them here because they're the University of California at LA. So they're going through the bylaws of like, you might not even have the right to change conferences.
Ew.
Because you are a satellite school.
Huh. It's weird.
Kind of a weird thing to think of, but that's what it is. You have the University of California, and then you have the University of California at LA.
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird. That's super weird. That's an interesting point.
Like, oh, okay, so you want your school to have no fucking money. Okay.
And they're having a decent year for UCLA. I mean, they're ranked. That's the first time they've been
Rose
ranked.
Bowl say, hey, go find another fucking place to play because you're making us look bad here.
Yeah.
It's like we let you come in here and tear our turf up for $0 fucking dollars because nobody's watching these games.
Yeah.
It's like 12 people in that crowd.
Oh, shit. I tell you what, one of the first times when my buddy was writing for OU, I went down and I watched an Ohio game because he was writing for the football team.
Yeah.
And they're winning at halftime. And they were actually, I think it was one of the years, because they had like that 2-year run where they were one of the top teams in the MAC. And they're winning at halftime. Halftime blows, all the teams, both teams go in the locker room, student section, gone. And I'm like, ooh, what the hell? Where's everybody going? And I text him, I'm like, hey, where's everybody going? He's like, oh, they don't stay for the whole game. They go party. They just stay for the first half. I'm like,
that is
what? He goes, yeah. He goes, it doesn't matter if we're good or not. Everybody leaves. I'm like, good God! Like this is a really good football guy. Like, I'm not leaving. Like I might have been one of 6 people still in the, and I had to walk down and kind of stood other places. I'm like, I don't want to be fucking the only one sitting here by myself.
I need to go down and work the chains or whatever.
I mean, good God.
I always thought that was weird.
Division I football.
Yeah.
It's not OAC. You know what I mean? It's not D3 football. Like, it's a Division I fucking football. And these guys, Ohio's ranked, and they're playing somebody in the conference game, and all the student section leaves at halftime.
But that is a weird thing, because knowing that it means nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I always thought this was weird, because a buddy of mine who went to Miami of Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just years ago. I was like, well, because he hates Ohio State.
Yeah.
And we just happened, and he's a big football fan. So he's like, well, who do you root for? He's like, well, Miami. I said, oh, Hurricanes? He's like, no, of Ohio. I'm like, no, fucking really. Who do you? I mean, because that's like, it's like rooting for your high school team. I mean, what do you,
Yeah.
What's it matter?
Yeah.
If you go undefeated, what's it matter?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's tough to, even at Cincinnati's level.
Yeah.
You got your one shot. You got beat.
Mm-hmm.
It'll never happen again.
Yeah,
now you're going into you're transferring into a conference that might be the same as the conference that you're in right now.
Yeah. And that's funny you say that about Cincinnati. I got invited to a camp down there in high school, and it's the first day of camp, and all of us linemen were circling, and Cincinnati's lineman coach is running these drills. And he's talking, and he's kind of doing the circle thing where he's trying to make sure he has eyes on everybody, and he's just talking stuff. And he's making the circle, and he stops and whips his head right back around. He goes, "You, third row." And like, it just parts to this fucking kid wearing a Ohio State shirt. Go back to the dorms, change. This is Cincinnati. We don't wear that shit here. And I'm like, that's cool.
Fucking love it.
That's awesome.
Love
I'm
it.
like, that is so cool. Like, I went like this, like, to make sure I didn't have anything stupid on. I was wearing my high school stuff. I'm like, okay, we're good.
That's kind of the thing of just take your high school shit down there. That's
where I'm like, no, even if I didn't have common sense, I'm not going to that college this was an invited camp.
Yeah.
It wasn't an everybody can go thing.
Right.
So why would you wear that? That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
But stops his whole speech. You, third row. I'm like, third row? Like, we're in a circle. Everybody parts. Go change. Like the dorms weren't close.
Yeah.
It was he took a good 20 minutes to get there and back. I was like, Jesus, but it was awesome. And but again, it's kind of the same thing like that. It's like, okay, what's it matter though? Like, you're not winning anything. And it is a time since Butch Jones was their coach. Like, that they weren't really anything at that point in time. But still, like, but that's the point of it's D1 football still. You're not going to, again, a Division III camp wearing that stuff because they probably don't care.
Yeah.
But this, again, it's a Division I football in the same state, and you had the balls to wear that shirt to the camp. I'm like, oh my God. That guy. But no, it was cool. The coach just to stop it. Because I try to do the same thing. It's like, if you don't have our school shit on, take it off. Like, that's stupid.
You have people on your team wearing other high school shirts?
Sometimes, yeah. Like, they have friends and stuff that I'm like, no, that's not how.
It's always a weird thing, like, of your generation. We've had this conversation before with your group of friends that used to be around, of like, the amount of people that just wear each other's shit.
Yeah.
Is like, that was never, hey, where'd you get that shirt? Oh, it was so-and-so's. I just borrowed it.
Well, it was really cool being the fat friend because nobody wore my shit.
Yeah. Understood. But it wasn't like you hey man, I got this chick I'm going to see. I need that dress shirt or whatever, that button up. Can I borrow that?
Yeah. No, it's just everyday clothes.
It's a fucking t-shirt
with their name on the back.
With their name on the back.
That's like, all the time.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it.
It's a nice shirt.
All right.
It's a nice shirt.
It's not.
Yeah. No, it was a thing though. I mean, shoes. I think one of my friends still has. Yeah, we all wear the same size, but I think one of still has like a Steph Curry jersey of his. Like, and like, we were in high school when he took it from me. He just took it because he liked it and didn't think he'd notice, and he still has it. And I think he still fucking has it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's weird shit like that. But no, it was always cool. Nobody took my shit, and I couldn't wear anybody else's stuff. So,
well, you could.
I could.
Just gonna ruin this for you.
This is not going to fit the same after I wear it.
Actually, it would have been funny if you did. What do you wear? Large? I can make that work.
I can make that work. Oh,
I like wearing crop tops.
I can't remember the last time I didn't have an X in front of my size.
Just one?
Yeah. Been a while. I kind of skipped the XL. Like I went from like larges to doubles. Like I passed. I got like fat fast, so I had to really go up.
I was top 1%.
Yeah,
as far as we gained.
Like, oh, you wear a large? Yeah. Next year, I'm gonna double. What? Yeah, that's kind of how it
Went right
worked.
through it.
Went right through it.
You know, grown kid.
Yeah.
Growth spurt. It's because I'm taller. I need the length.
Yeah, that was always like the funniest thing. Like being a fat kid and like, oh, you're a really good eater. Like, that was never a compliment to me. Oh man, he finished his plate. Like there's an option I don't have.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Who doesn't finish their plate? Like that was always a weird thing as a kid. It's like, oh man, good job, you finished your plate. It's like, why wouldn't I? It's on there. If it's, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like some parents say that. Like it's just a weird thing.
Hey, finish your food. I understand that.
Yeah,
like,
I was going to. Like you didn't have to tell me twice. You never tell me twice.
But I do love that because obviously in the era that I grew up and you grew up part of, because your dad was part of that too.
Yeah.
Of the, you know, you finish that. There's starving kids out there. Like who gives a fuck? Take some of it and give it to them.
Yeah.
I don't want this.
If they want this can of green beans, just send it over there.
Give it to them. That's fine.
Yeah. Make sure you tell them to put salt on it. It just tastes like
kids in
shit.
Africa. Yeah. We don't live in a land of sand. Grow your own food. Fucking lazy pricks. That's a weird take.
Yeah, that's a weird take.
But, you know.
It is what it is.
So it was that. Was it Sally Struthers that was, you can feed a dying kid in Africa?
Yeah.
Like she weighed like 300 fucking pounds.
Maybe you take a little off your plate there, lady.
For as much, it used to be for as much as a cup of coffee a day.
Yeah.
And it was like 28 cents of like, hey, remember in like 50s I remember this at the golf course when we went from like 50 cents to 75 cents on a cup of coffee.
Deal.
It's a big fucking deal.
Big
fucking deal.
It
was like $9.
Yeah.
If I go for your milkshake, basically.
If I go get I hate coffee, but if I go get my wife a coffee at like one of the
trendy
coffee
places,
shops, one of the it's like you talking for this medium cup of coffee, it's going to cost me $8.50.
Yeah, and it's not coffee.
No,
like the amount of coffee in it is very minimal.
Oh yeah,
just enough for flavoring.
Yeah, pretty much. To call it coffee, we put a
squirt of coffee flavoring in your milkshake,
pretty much,
because that's what it is.
Yeah.
I like milkshakes. Well, you have one every morning.
Yeah, and I love milk. Who the fuck doesn't like milkshakes? What an asshole.
Yeah, there's some people like that of like, I'm not a big fan of ice cream. Like,
yeah, you communist?
How are you not killed?
Have you not been beat up before you don't like ice cream?
Yeah.
Like lactose intolerance kids are just pussies.
The fact that our fucking ice cream stores in this state shut down in the fucking wintertime. Like, I'm not going to have ice cream in the winter?
Yeah.
Because it's cold out, I don't want that?
Yeah. I never got that either.
Had nothing to do with the heat.
No. Like, oh, man, it's hot today. Ice cream sounds good.
To do with the fatness.
Yeah. Hey, ice cream tastes good, people. Keep it open.
Yeah.
I did find that weird, too. Well, it's wintertime. Close up. Why? Get a heater in there. Keep working.
I didn't plan on sitting on my back porch to eat this ice cream. It's not cold in my house.
Yeah. Funny thing you bring that up. My wife worked for a small town ice cream shop when she was in school and college and stuff like that. And they were like the opposite. Like everybody kind of closes like around like October or like late September, October. He'd stay open till like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And
would like, he's like, he goes, we make a killing still. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
No shit.
Yeah. And then would open back up like March.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, people still want
some of these like the popular one down not too far from here.
Uh-huh.
Like they shut down early. Like they've been closed for like over a fucking month already.
Like the first week of September they closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's still warm in September. Have you not been around here the last couple of years?
It was warm today. I mean, it's cold as fuck this morning, and yesterday morning, but it got warm in the afternoon.
Got real warm.
Tell you what, I had the old thermals on because obviously it was 38 degrees out.
Yeah.
Then when I got home,
sweating your balls off?
Well, because obviously my air conditioner, it's not set up on the house to run.
Yeah.
The sun's beating down inside, so it's in the 70s in there. Or, probably 72, which is
warm. Very warm.
Uncomfortably warm.
Yeah.
I walk in, I can't get my clothes off fast enough. I'm in that house. I was like, I got there's too many fucking layers on going here.
Oh, gosh. No, but college football,
sucks. It fucking sucks.
Okay. NFL?
Sure. I mean,
might as well. Let's go through the...
I don't even know why I try anymore.
Let's go through the games from last week here. All righty. So, we can talk about this even though it's kind of past, almost a week past. Did you see Tua's head get fucking split open on Thursday night?
I was going to tell you about that because obviously we recorded on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
The train traffic in this fucking town.
Oh, yeah.
It was midway through the first quarter when I got home.
Oh, shit.
That's how long it took me to get home.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a bit of time. But yeah, I did see that of like, well, the weird thing.
It was like a UFC knockout.
Yeah.
Like he just,
But it was like it was so originally, when it originally happened, I didn't know what happened because they were so zoned in, like you could only see his hand. And it was, I thought he dislocated his finger at first.
Oh, shit.
Because you could only really see his hand like that. And then when he kind of rolled, I seen the other arm was stiff. I'm like, oh, yep. Yeah. I've seen that a lot.
Oh, yeah. Like I honestly thought that it was going to get called for roughing the passer because he was just, he was thrown down. And if people, for the children out there who think that they are a high level player, that is a grown man throwing another grown man around like a rag doll.
Yeah.
So you're not a Division I player. The fact that he was able to pick him up like that and throw him like that, one, is impressive in itself.
Yeah.
Because that, I mean, again, he's another grown fucking man throwing him around like he's an 8th grader.
Yeah. He didn't even really throw him around. He rolled him.
Oh, he whipped his ass down.
Well, I understand that, but that's pretty standard.
Yeah. It was just but it was the aggressiveness of it that's like, that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
I mean, Tua's not the biggest guy, but he's a grown man
still,
also.
Though.
But it wasn't, and here's, because it's like, I don't get on Facebook very often. Like, I'll, maybe once a day I'll give it a scroll. But the way they do their timelines, I can't handle. Like, because Twitter does that too, unless you hit the star to get it in time. Yeah. Which is how I do it. Because I don't need to know what so-and-so said 2 fucking days ago because now I have the time to look at it.
Uh-huh.
But that's how Facebook is. So, and it was from that game, and it's a guy that I know. He's a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
He's always been a fucking cunt. But it was his blow-by-blows for that game, talking about how dirty this is, and they need to kick him out, and how's that not a flag? It's like, that's a fucking football. That's a tackle.
That's a tackle.
In the NFL.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Just because you are a cunt.
Yeah. It's been
doesn't make it
Yeah, that's been the word of the episode.
Yeah, well, you brought it up. So
I didn't mean to. But no, that hit
was on the tip of your tongue.
It was, yeah, I ain't thinking about it.
But it was like the amount of people talking about how dirty of a hit that was.
No,
like,
I didn't think it was a dirty
that
hit.
happens probably 15 times in every game.
Yeah, it just happened. The guy, it was a reaction.
The guy was going around. If Tua goes down there, no big deal.
No big deal.
He's fighting to stay up while the guy's coming to the ground, and it's a rollover whip.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Get him to the ground.
Yeah.
I think that is the lost art of the Tom Brady's and Peyton Manning's of the world of like,
just go down.
Just go down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are you fighting for here?
Yeah,
just go down.
Go down.
Got to save yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I could make a play. It's like, well, it ain't college anymore, man.
Yeah.
You ain't getting out of this one.
Exactly. I mean, and especially with like a hurt back like you had last week, you figured he'd get out of it. Yeah.
Hurt fucking back. The neurologist is all of a sudden fired.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with, like, he did everything right. But he's fired now.
He's fired, yeah.
Because when we asked him questions about it, we didn't like the way he answered them.
Uh-huh.
The fuck does that mean?
I have no idea what that means. No idea what that means.
He's a little standoffish. What?
What? Yeah.
Like, is he good at what he does? Was everything proper? Yep. Did a great job.
Yep.
Best job ever.
Yeah. But he was a little discourteous.
Yeah.
So he's fired.
Yeah. When I walked in the room, he didn't stand up. So, obviously he's got to go.
Yeah.
That is such a... No, he did everything right. We fired him.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And it wasn't the NFL. It's the NFLPA that triggered the firing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, he treated our players the way they're supposed to be treated and did exactly what he's supposed to do.
He's fired.
He's also not working here anymore, and we are now looking for a new neurologist for the Miami area.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And that is the... I understand back problems.
Mm-hmm.
Not to the level of what they get in the NFL. I'm saying, like, I understand it. I have a wonky leg myself that doesn't work all the time.
Yeah.
And I'll stumble sometimes, But that was not a fucking back problem when he was stumbling on that field.
No,
that's
sorry.
a guy that's out on his feet. I've watched enough fights.
Yeah, exactly.
He basically got kicked in the head, and the ref didn't get over in time to stop the other guy from hitting him again.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no. Something with his back has just made his legs not work. It's like, you know what happens when they say well, his legs are a little wobbly? Yeah, because he got fucking stung.
Exactly.
That's what happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so him falling backwards, hitting his head on the ground, and then not being able to walk. Yeah. You got a pinched nerve.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's a slip disc.
Yeah, slipped his disc.
Slipped the disc.
Fucking L4.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, no, it was a weird excuses
The
on that one.
NFLPA is so bad at their fucking job.
Yeah,
like they do nothing for the players.
it should your
Zero. They just take money.
investigation should have been done after the game last week.
Here's the one, and obviously because the players agree to it, but you're always going to get players to agree to stuff.
Yeah,
because the bulk of them aren't millionaires because they make league minimum.
Yeah.
So we're voting yes so we can get our fucking money now.
Exactly.
But the performance bonuses, so there's a bonus structure in the NFL for if you outperform your contract. So if you are a $500,000 a year player and you start every game and you make a fucking Pro Bowl, they will trigger that into where the team gives you another $500,000 or whatever to make you $1 million player.
Yep.
The NFLPA will not give you that money for 2 fucking years.
Really?
They will hold it in their account so they can draw the interest off of it.
Wow.
To keep in their war chest for if you go on strike.
Wow.
Like, what? Maybe I need that money now.
Yeah, I earned it.
No. We always got to have a war chest.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to win against the owners anyways, so let's fucking calm down.
Yeah.
And secondly, of like, yeah, but I want to draw the interest off of my money that I did. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck?
Yeah. Pieces of shit.
That guy's been the head of that fucking thing for, 20 fucking years now?
And
it's like never
Smith
even...
or something? Yeah. Never even like...
It's like never even a question if he'll be... of like, what has he done for you guys? Because all of you bitch about it.
Yeah, exactly.
We hate the NFLPA. Keep fucking signing for it, though.
Yeah, no shit.
Just saying. Time for change.
So the London morning game was an exciting one with the Vikings and the Saints. For the fact that the Saints were in that game with they had nobody playing was super weird to me.
Yeah.
No Kamara, no Thomas, no Landry, no Winston. It's like, who the fuck's playing right now?
Fucking Olave's doing okay.
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
I always feel bad for the Londons. Now, granted, they don't know any better.
Yeah.
That's they don't have foot. You don't know any better.
Yeah.
But like they always get shit.
Yeah.
This week is because what's it been, 15 years or whatever they've been going to London?
Yeah.
20-some games. This is the first time this week with the Giants and Packers. First time 2 teams with winning records are going against them. That's the first matchup in 20-some games. Because usually Jacksonville and of like...
Yeah, well, Jacksonville always did because the owner, right? Like he's
that was part of the deal. Is if they would go over there more, they had a better chance of getting a Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of that.
I got you.
Kind of that deal.
Yeah, no, but it'll be a fun one because the Giants aren't shit.
Yeah, good and
the Packers
and the Packers aren't good.
No, the
Packers can run the ball, but kind of like in that Colts thing of like, you have Aaron Rodgers, so you're gonna throw the ball, but you don't have anybody.
No, like the Dobbs or Dobbs, however the hell you pronounce it, like. He shouldn't be your best receiver, but he is. He's your best receiver.
That's what they talk about, and I seen somebody say it. There's like, hey, if Odell signs with Green Bay, are they like an instant Super Bowl favorite? And one guy goes, who's the best receiver in the NFL? Devontae Adams. Says, was they a Super Bowl favorite last year with the best receiver? So what's Odell going to do for this team? Yeah, because they had the best receiver last year.
Yeah, couldn't get past the Niners. They cannot get past the fucking Niners.
That's one of those things of like, yeah, but they didn't stop him. It's like, he still had 150 yards receiving. It's like, yeah, but Rodgers only had 225 passing. So that means the other guys could only get open for 75 fucking yards.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah,
it's like, well, they didn't stop him. Yeah, they did.
They didn't win, so they
let him in the end zone.
Yeah. But no.
You go for 8 catches and 100 yards and you don't score in the NFL, they shut you down. Because that's the point.
This is my next question, and it's kind of a big question.
7.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just guessing if it was going to be a math question.
You're good. Is Stefanski fired if they don't do well this year?
No, I think he gets a break because they don't have a quarterback.
But he's the one fucking them up.
Oh yeah, he's terrible.
He's fucking them up big time. We can beat this into the fucking podcast all we want. You have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and the best offensive line in football, and you're trying to throw the ball with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
That is your fucking fault.
Yeah.
That is your fucking fault.
Yeah.
Your playbook should have been the same playbook for Jacoby as it was for Baker. You're running your plays like you have Deshaun Watson.
He came from San Francisco.
Who?
Or no, he came from, where'd Stefanski come from?
Minnesota. Yeah. It's, what are you doing, man? Run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Chubb had like 120 and a touchdown. Keep running the fucking ball. And then
we don't want to run him into the ground. Put the other fucking guy in then.
Because he's just as fucking good. He's don't get me wrong. I think Chubb's the best in the league. But Kareem Hunt's pretty fucking good backup.
In the way they run it up there, it's like an every other game thing. Like this week, Chubb's going to do it, and next week, Hunt's going to do it.
Yeah.
Or you could just do it
both together, the same game.
Here's a thought. Maybe they both get 20 touches a game.
Yeah.
See how that fucking goes.
Exactly. And Brissett, 10 to 12 throws.
He's okay.
Yeah. He's not bad.
Not bad.
No.
He had 2 games fucking won. They just kind of fucked it at the end, you know?
And the fact that they haven't fired Joe Woods yet is very shocking to me. Very shocking to me. Because the defense on paper is not bad.
No.
But they put themselves in some pretty shitty fucking spots.
Yeah.
Some pretty shitty spots. They have no defensive line. They're besides Garrett and Clowney, their 2 tackles are non-existent. They can't stop the run.
That's still my favorite. Fucking that Jets game with Denzel Ward. The other 10 guys run the wrong defense.
Yeah. But again, you lost to the Jets because your defense couldn't get out there.
Yeah.
Okay, you come back around, you play a bad Trubisky Steelers team, you end up winning that one. Great. You come back, you think that the freaking Falcons are better than the Steelers? Probably not.
No.
And they're not. And the Jets, and you still
But they
lose.
run the ball.
Yeah. And you couldn't stop it.
Did Mariota throw it 7 times?
He threw the ball. I will tell you in 1 second. He had 7 completions.
7 completions. You get beat by a team that had 7 fucking completions.
He had a 26 QBR.
Yeah.
And lost. And they lost to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm shocked that he has not been fired yet.
I don't think they would, just because of, hey, we're not in the headlines right now for something fucking for
Stupid.
Cleveland Browns shit.
Yeah.
Let's just ride this out and leave. Oh, there's one win. Talk about fucking Wisconsin shit canning their coach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So.
That's a very un-Wisconsin thing.
Yeah.
Very un-Wisconsin thing.
But they're going to, seems like they're not going to get anybody for that job.
No, Jim Leonard was leaving anyway at some point in time to go get a head job. He's been the DC there for 10 years. It's time for him to go be his
I think
own.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
If we don't do this now, let's see what we got.
Mm-hmm.
Because their best bet is see what he's got and then hire Matt Rule next year if they can.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
yeah,
because pretty good chance he's going to be available.
Yeah, he's going to be gone.
And that's like Wisconsin, like Nebraska's not going to get Matt Rule.
No,
Wisconsin could.
They could. Yeah. Cowboys beat the Commanders. The Lions, man, just get one fucking stop. Just get one. And again, I have the only problem I have with Motor City Dan. He builds such good relationships with these coaches. I feel like it would be hard for him to get rid of Aaron Glenn.
Yeah,
because a change needs to be done.
Yeah,
because you're the highest scoring offense in the league.
Yeah, the number 1 offense in the fucking league that has like Josh Allen in them.
And you gave up 48 points to Geno Smith. That was my only issue watching the Hard Knocks. You can tell they're all close knit guys.
Yeah.
But it's also a business at the end of the day, and you're going to get fired because of his actions.
Their defense is so bad that it made Seattle look like they got the best of the trade.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think they did, but
as of right now, they did
100%. But it's like like look like a fucking world beater out there.
They're not.
Which Gino's okay. He's okay. He's been in the league a long time.
And I'm not. But
he's going to do what that does. But
he's
not
not 48 points good.
He's not. No,
you're not 48 points good. And the Lions' defense,
their number one receiver had to be carted off so he could take a shit.
Exactly. He couldn't walk.
I can't.
I've been there, but
I can't. Well, the weird thing to me is usually if like the Lamar Jackson skip walk with the tight,
faked an injury.
I had a cramp. Like, hey man, I know I'm gonna shit my pants walk, and that's what that was, pal.
That's awesome.
Then you came out and won the game.
Yeah,
fantastic. But I don't understand how. Like, if he had to shit that bad that he needed a ride, how can, like, as soon as your knees bend to get in a sitting position, it's over.
I would have probably had to, like, lay down flat or stand on that cart.
Yeah,
just stiff it up.
Can you just put me on the backboard?
He's got a tight butthole. That's all I got to say.
Either that or he shit himself.
One of the two and had to change.
And that's why he sat down.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
That's good, It's been a while since we talked about shitting pants.
Yeah, it has. Good for Metcalf.
At least a week or so.
But just the Lions, like, your offense is good with Goff. Goff is playing better than Stafford right now.
Yeah.
We're always going to talk about that because it was who you traded for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and their defense on paper is not terrible. They have guys at each spot in the level. You got a good corner. Your linebackers are all right. Your defensive line's pretty solid. And yet you're still giving up 48 fucking points.
Yeah.
And you should have beat Minnesota.
100%.
You give up. Yeah. I mean,
they should be 3-1 right now.
They should be 3-1 right now. Yeah. And your defense is letting you down. And honestly, you let the Commanders come back 3 weeks ago and make it somewhat of a nervousness.
Yeah.
It was still a 2-score win, but it was like, oh shit,
Carson Wentz still does Carson Wentz shit.
Yeah, he does. God, he does.
My God.
Yeah, he does. Titans figured out how to run the football again. They beat the Colts
instantly.
Yeah.
Like, the Colts didn't even put up a fight with trying to stop him.
Nope.
It was just like, oh, he's going to rip off 8 yards of carry right from the get-go. All right.
Yeah, yep.
Well, this is the way this is going.
Good. Yeah. Bears are still bad.
Shaq broke the fuck out of his nose.
Who?
Shaq Leonard.
Oh,
their
yeah.
linebacker.
Yeah.
Fucking gushes blood everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, he's all right. Put some tape on it.
I think he also got a concussion.
Oh, did he?
I think when the helmet hits that hard and it comes down hard enough to break your nose that bad to where it looks like...
Yeah, murder.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Where it looks like... Oh, never mind. It's going to go bad there, but I won't.
And I don't think Jacksonville is really all that bad. Putting up a fight with the Eagles like that?
They're a good team.
Yeah.
Are they a playoff team? No. They're going to get 5-6 wins? I believe so.
I wouldn't be surprised they had 8 wins because they're playing their last play schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Colts, Texans, they can beat the Texans this week. They can beat the Colts next week. They've already done it once, 24-0.
Yeah.
We already had the Colts done already in 2 weeks. That's weird.
That is weird how that works because there's always a couple of those of like, I want to say, was it the Browns last year or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, I think they played the Bengals in the last week, but like they were done with the Steelers by
yeah.
It was like week 6.
Done.
They played the Steelers twice or the Ravens, one of those two.
After the Colts, they kind of go on a tough stretch. Giants, Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, Ravens. It's kind of a tough stretch there. But then you Lions, Titans, Cowboys, Jets, Texans, Titans again. Like, there's 8 wins there, I think, somewhere. I mean, especially the way that they're starting to play like complete games, and you're not seeing those big plays that would like. You'd always see like, there was a 60-yard touchdown against the Jags. Like, they're making teams earn it.
And that's the thing going back with with Detroit. They have a bend don't break defense that they're trying to run a shutdown defense with. Of like, hey man, just give the yards up and bow up inside the red zone. Make them kick a field goal.
Yeah, that's it. Because your offense is obviously putting up points.
For the most part in the NFL, you ain't getting beat with field goals.
No.
unless you have like
Not the way
San Francisco
Yes.
style defense,
But
or
again,
the way Denver was
But again, your offense is putting up enough points. All you have to do is that.
That's it.
That's it. So all you have to do is that. Your offense is putting up like 30 points a game or 35 points a game. In the NFL, that's almost unheard of at this point in time.
Yeah.
Especially early in the season. Yeah. Steelers are really bad.
Yeah.
Beat by the Jets. I don't even know what to think of the Jets. Now, Zach Wilson looked a lot freaking better than he had.
At the end. He was fucking hot garbage for a long time.
Yeah. But I don't know what to think about them because they're so inconsistent. Hell, Joe Flacco was like 4th in the league in passing yards before Zach Wilson came back. I'm not saying that, they're still.
Fucking love Flacco.
Yeah.
Hated him when he was with the Ravens because, bad things should happen to the Ravens.
Yeah.
Even though I like Lamar. Really like Lamar.
Yeah.
But Flacco, he's got just enough gray in his, you would assume he's like 53 years old because it feels like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm just going to keep cashing these fucking checks. I mean,
it honestly reminds me of like when Kurt Warner's last couple years with the Cardinals. Like Kurt Warner had the long sleeve still, the double gloves, like had both knee braces. I was like, dude, you look like a war veteran out there trying to play quarterback.
Like, I don't want Kurt Warner doing that.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Now, Flacco, though, if that's just I'm going to be a backup quarterback and just keep cashing fucking checks. They're going to pay me $5 million a year to just watch football games.
Yep, I'll do that.
All right, I'll do that.
Bills and Ravens. Harbaugh kicked the fucking field goal. We already talked about it, but kick the fucking field goal, man. Give your team a chance to win.
Stop blowing 20-point fucking lead.
Oh, shit. 2 of them now.
Yeah.
2 of them now. They should be undefeated. They're 2-2. They should be undefeated.
It's one of those things of like the Bengals should be struggling to be in the division conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And after this week, they could have a stranglehold on it.
Yeah.
Because of what the Ravens have fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
Of like,
yeah.
I mean, you can't give those away.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to win games in the NFL.
Yeah. And it's a very John Harbaugh team. Like they don't give up those leads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, you've always had a defensive coordinator. This guy is not a defensive coordinator. He's not proven. He won some games in college with a college defense.
He beat Ohio State.
Basically.
He kept Ohio State to 20-some points or whatever.
That's it. But yeah, you just don't see. It's just a weird John Harbaugh team right now. You don't see him giving up those leads.
And I get the wink thing of like sometimes when you got a guy that's there that long, it's just time to.
Yeah. And maybe they didn't get along. Maybe they could have been
button heads.
Yeah, they could have been.
We've been together long enough. We can't do this.
I just feel like he was a good enough coach to get somebody who had done it before in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always somebody floating out there.
I really thought, oh man, the Ravens are going to go get Vic Fangio because he's done it before. Now they may change their mind, and obviously he may have to take the year off because of his head coaching money and things like that.
That's kind of. Obviously, you got to do that so you can keep getting your money. Well, I mean, you're getting the money no matter what.
Yes.
But you want to work full time.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also kind of the unwritten thing, and you've seen that with.
Jason Garrett. Yeah, if you suck back at a coordinator, you're not getting another job.
If you get bumped back and suck, now you're fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to take that year off and let it build.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying. Chargers, they beat the Texans by 10. Everybody's hurt on that defense like always.
Yeah. Justin Herbert's the greatest quarterback that ever lived.
Yeah, exactly.
Somehow, he gets more love than Patrick Mahomes.
I know. And we're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Cardinals and Panthers. The Panthers suck so bad. And the Cardinals, they're finding some ways to win, even though they're not really playing the best. They play the Eagles this week. Oh, my gosh. That might be a beatdown because I don't really think the Cardinals are all that good.
No. I mean, you got 2 more weeks before Hopkins comes back. And now the team will be totally different when that happens.
Oh, yeah. If they can get these in the next 2 weeks in. So the Packers and the Patriots was, I think Aaron Rodgers said it best. You can't expect to keep winning games like this.
Yeah.
He said it best.
3rd string quarterback in the first quarter or
and
whatever.
Went to overtime.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. Because if they can't run the football, there's an issue passing the football because he has nobody to throw the football to.
You would have had a problem with it if they'd have went to overtime and Mac Jones was playing and wasn't hurt.
100%, because they should have beat the Patriots in regulation.
It's not.
Yes. Yeah, they just got to figure something out. Even if it is signing Odell, it's at least, again, I get, and I know that there's no owner, but you have to be sick and tired of seeing them not make moves.
You got to do something.
You have to do something. You have to do something.
And Odell's not, they can, Packer fans can dream all they want. Mm-hmm. Odell ain't going to Green Bay because you're not winning a Super Bowl.
No, he's not. But they have to do fucking something. Aaron was, 3 more years on the 2 more years on the contract after this year?
Yeah.
Okay, he's probably playing that out.
Probably.
Why wouldn't? I mean, unless he gets hurt or something, he's probably playing it out. Go into these last 2 years, balls to the fucking wall. Because I guarantee the year after Aaron Rodgers retires, that next season, the year after that, LaFleur's getting fired because they weren't any good.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Rodgers is fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. So,
get these last 2 years, give him something. Give LaFleur something. Fuck, he's the head coach. Give him some help. He calls the play. I mean, they're just not doing anything, and it's got to be frustrating to be there.
Yeah, and they're finally got it to the point where they're not giving up a punt return every fucking game.
Yeah, exactly.
So they toned that down at least.
No shit. Chiefs and Bucks. All right, I think I was, of the two of us, I think I was really on the Chief downtime this offseason because I think my words were they didn't do anything to help themselves out with the other teams in the division getting equal with them.
Yeah.
Getting rid of Tyreek Hill sounds so funny, but I think it made them more dangerous.
More options.
Or
you don't know where it's going.
He threw the ball against the Bucks to 7 or 8 different people.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And he makes so many he's making his Patrick Mahomes plays. That one little toss over the top to Allaire.
I love that when he does a play like that, people are like, well, they're going to keep showing this shit. It's because it's a fucking phenomenal play.
It's fantastic
asshole.
play.
This isn't fucking college.
Yeah, no, that's a great fucking play.
It's the NFL.
That he does that so well where his eyes are always down the fucking field. And I give him some credit. I always thought he was kind of a Nancy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's tough to bring down.
Yeah.
Tough to bring down. Like, the guy should have had him. He shouldn't. I mean, he spun off of him and then dumped it over the top. He should have been brought. It's fucking Devin White.
Yeah.
Should have brought him down. And he spins out of it, tosses over the top, touchdown. I was like, that. I'll take back what I said about it. And I still picked him to win the division, so I got that on me. But
I still want to see end of the season when somebody does like what Cincinnati did to him twice, where they just, hey, we're going to drop back. We're going to give you 5 yards. We don't think you have the patience to take it.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
I want to see if people do that to him, if he can get past that of, hey, just take what it is. Just take what it is.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. But he's doing that right now.
I understand.
And
but
it's going to,
shit gets brighter.
Yeah. You start these little stuff, and then you start to take advantage of the deeper stuff. But goddamn, Travis Kelce's good.
Yeah, well, basically what they did is they freed up 10 targets. Because Kelce's going to get his 10.
Yep.
Minimum.
Yep.
Tyreek was going to get 10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you're spreading it out to...
And then they're running the football, too.
Yeah, that's
nice.
That's the big part, is they're running the ball.
They're running the ball nicely. And they had that backup do that fucking monster. I can't even remember his name. Did you watch the Sunday night game, or were you in bed?
I've seen a little bit of it.
I think his number's like number 4 or something like that.
I've seen the Mike Evans catch at the end of the half. Okay. Or whatever,
He's Allaire's backup. He looks like a fucking linebacker out there carrying a football. I mean, it's that nice, like, one little 1-2 punch there.
Well, then that's the other thing. People are like, well, Brady's just getting old and can't do it. It's like, it turns out he's getting divorced.
Yeah.
So
he's going
maybe
through some shit.
When he came back, he's like, man, he just doesn't look right. He looks skinny. I'm like, his fucking life is falling apart.
Yeah.
And he's probably lost some weight.
Exactly.
Mainly because he seems like it's because he picked football over his family.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
I mean, he does his podcast, and he will talk about nothing.
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
boring.
Like, there's no reason to listen to it. But it's one of those things of, if you're going to have your podcast, this is what it's for. Hey, it's tough times. It's,
Yeah.
Of like, but, oh, man, that's a tough one. Of like, literally, like the divorce papers are going to say, he chose football over. He retired for 2 fucking weeks and said, nah,
I'm good. This
done.
sucks.
Can't be drugged down with this.
Yeah. The bad part is I see that though. Like I believe that.
Yeah.
That's the bad. You know what I mean? I believe that. Sometimes the high level competitors they just can't not do it. It's all he's done.
He's done it since he's 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But to think about that of like, if you drag ass and get knocked out in the first round, like you gave up your whole fucking family to, you know, get knocked out in the fucking wild card round.
Yeah.
You know? That's a toughie.
It's a tough thing to swallow there.
You know, I'm sure there's going to be some women throwing themselves at him to help cheer him up.
But still, that's not the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Monday night game. The Rams.
Fucking Jimmy G owns fucking Rams.
Yeah, he does. Except in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, they looked good.
Actually,
yeah. No.
Could have won that game.
Yeah, they should have won the game. But no, I think the Rams, I don't know if it's a Sean McVay thing, but I don't know. They always have that suit. Even when they went there the first time they played the Patriots, like the next year, like it was kind of the same thing. It's like the hangover or whatever. It's like they just don't.
Well, it's tough. I mean, that's why you don't see it very often.
Oh, 100%. It's a tough one to come back.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But fucking San Francisco's defense.
It's legit.
Fucking defensive line, man.
Oh, good. They don't blitz. That's the crazy part. They rarely blitz.
Fucking Bosa had 9 fucking pressures. They don't blitz.
Yeah.
And they know who he is.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like a secret.
It's not like well, now maybe they looked at the PFF shit and said Nick Bosa's the 23rd best defensive end in the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we want.
How'd you get that number?
Mm-hmm. No shit.
And they love their fucking stats, but it's like, hey,
I can't stand that PFF sports thingy.
It's like, where are you coming up with this shit?
It doesn't make any sense.
Do you watch the games or you just look at the stat line? I mean,
it's dumb.
Doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense. Oh, you want to pick some games?
Fuck no.
Okay. Well, I know you don't. I wasn't any better this week.
Yeah, you were.
I mean, I'm saying like from my previous week.
So it's, did you say you were keeping the totals this year?
Yeah.
So I am
1-13 and 1.
13 and 1.
Yeah. And I am 8 and what is that? I'm 8 and 8.
It's going to be a hell of a comeback if I can get there. I feel like.
No, sorry, 8 and 7. I'm 8 and 7.
I feel like I'm going to mount the comeback.
Yep.
Because I can't lose. It's such a good thing that FanDuel's not coming in until January.
Yeah. That's a good choice. Good choice there.
Need a second job because
choice there.
I thought I knew. I am getting bombarded on Twitter with FanDuel ads. So
yeah, same here.
Hey, free $100. Like
I downloaded the sportsbook app.
Hey man, it's October. Like this isn't even available till fucking January.
Yeah. Oh man.
Give it to me,
all
Big
right.
Daddy.
Oh, I like that. My toes are wiggling. Can I give you the Seahawks and Saints? The Seahawks are plus 5.5.
It's at the Saints.
At the Saints.
I'm gonna take the Saints.
All right, Saints. I like how now you're second guessing yourself because of your record.
Because it's a no fucking brainer in New Orleans. I mean, that should be a no brainer.
It should be a no brainer.
It's not.
Nope.
But it should be.
All right, give me mine. Oh my God. Don't give me the next one.
What? Oh God.
Did you see that?
That's fucking tough.
That's terrible.
Now I'll give you I'm going to give you the Dolphins at the Jets. The Dolphins are -3, and Tua is not playing.
-3. You know what? I'm going to go Jets plus the 3.
I don't disagree with that.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. Never
which
mind.
should scare you.
Never mind. Jets plus 3. Coming off a win. No Tua. I watched Teddy Bridgewater for 17 games last year. I don't trust him.
You the cunt.
You're like Bell's palsy or something right now.
Having a stroke mid sentence here.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Lions at Patriots. The Lions are plus 3.5.
I'm going to take the Lions.
Gotcha. Lions plus the 3.5. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't have any fucking confidence in any of this shit. Chargers at the Browns. Chargers are minus 2.5. Okay. Minus 2.5. The Chargers are minus 2.5.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
It's at Cleveland.
At Cleveland.
Now you got to remember, the Chargers have
the
Hall of Famer, greatest quarterback of all time. Not to knock that guy, but hey, could we not ride Dick all the time?
No shit.
Like he's done nothing.
I'll take the Browns plus the 2.5. Titans at the Commanders. The Commanders are plus 2.5.
Give me the Titans all day on that.
Yeah, that's a weird line.
I'm gonna take Carson Wentz over 2.5 turnovers. That's the other thing with the Colts. Matt Ryan has 9 fumbles.
Oh my God.
Now he hadn't lost all of them. But 9.
Yeah.
He played 4 fucking games.
That's
basically
crazy.
If he gets touched, he drops the ball.
Got the dropsies.
Blow the whistle. Let's see. I'll give you the Sunday night game.
Oh, good.
The Raiders.
Fuck the Raiders.
At the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 7.5.
That's the Monday night game, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Oh,
Sunday night game is the Ravens and the Bengals.
Yep.
Which one are you giving me? I don't care which one. It'll bother me.
Yeah, I'll give you the Monday night game.
Okay.
We usually don't. I don't know why we never gave that, because it's not like we record on fucking Monday.
Yeah,
so we've always just lopped that one off.
I know.
Like, well, we can't get into next week.
I know.
We're not doing a show
sense.
anyways.
Yeah. So you give me that one. I'll take the Raiders plus the 7.5.
There's some big numbers.
Yeah, I don't like that, and they got to win. They'll figure it out. Maybe. I'm gonna give you the Cowboys at the Rams. Cowboys are plus 5.5.
I'm going to take the Rams minus the 5.5.
Okay.
Because the Cowboys have to come to an end at some point in time.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Rush can't. If he does play, he can't.
Yeah.
And if Dak plays, I think they lose.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's any chance Dak plays, but I mean.
Yeah. All right.
It wouldn't make sense to go have this be your first. Hey, let's
go with the Super Bowl champs.
Well, you got a thumb injury on your throwing hand, and what do they do? Pressure up the middle.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can bounce that off a helmet and see how that feels.
No shit.
Maybe just give it another week.
Yeah. Let Rush get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's give you. Man.
Come on, baby. Give it to me.
All right, I'll give you the London game again.
Okay.
The Giants are getting 7.5.
I'll take the Giants.
That's a big number.
That's a big number for a struggling offense.
Yeah, I think Packers win the game, but I assume it's going to be close.
Giants plus the 7.5. I'll take that all day.
In London?
Yeah.
Or is it even in London? Is it in London?
I think so. Don't they play a Mexico game sometime soon?
Yeah, and I think they go to Germany too.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that's a Bucks.
The Bucks go to Germany?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it was going to be either the Buccaneers or it was going to be like the Bengals Saints. That was kind of the.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, let me give you your last game here. Let's go Bears at Vikings. The Bears are plus 7.
Vikings. I fucking fell into that trap last week.
Yeah, Vikings.
Fucking Bears, man.
Dude, they're bad.
It's like they're not even
They don't even try.
Literally, all the Giants did it. Here, the old wink thing of, hey, if it's working, we'll just keep doing it. We're just going to put both our linebackers in the A gap. One of them's going to blitz. And that's all we're going to do.
Yep.
And for 4 fucking quarters, you couldn't figure out where to slide the line.
I know. It's crazy.
Not one adjustment.
It's crazy. All right, give me my last game.
Your last game is going to be a doozy.
Oh, good. 14-pointer.
I'm not going to.
Okay, good.
I give you the 9-pointer.
All right. It's better.
Falcons at Buccaneers. Falcons are +9.
I'll probably regret it, but I'm going Falcons +9.
I mean, I don't hate it.
No.
Even though you shouldn't
listen to
that.
you. But no, I mean, the Bucs haven't really showed me that they're going to beat somebody by 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So, and then the Falcons, they haven't gotten beat by more than double digits. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things of like the Falcons play okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like Artie Smith has things going.
Yeah.
The only other thing that would make me question that of like, hey, all this news came out against Tom Brady and he could just be mad at the world.
Oh, God.
It might hang 65 fucking points on him.
No, that could definitely be it, too.
But I'm going to guess half their, Cole Beasley just flat retired.
Yeah.
After 1 week.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck this.
I'm done.
Fuck this. I like my family.
Came down here and fucking lose a game?
Yeah.
Fucking out of here.
This sucks.
I got a fucking rap.
Yeah.
Make some COVID raps. Fucking vaccination rap.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, like I was telling you beforehand, I got like 2 episodes into the Dahmer thing. It's just so fucking boring.
Oh, it's so boring. Like I said, I quit watching it. I couldn't do it.
It's 10 episodes. It probably should have been 6. Like
I just want to say 10. I can't confirm that.
I think it is.
Mm-hmm. I think I looked at the number first because I thought it was a movie. I didn't think it was a series. Like, oh, okay, movie, 2 hours, you can watch that. But no, yeah. Long.
Like if it's 10 episodes, that's too long.
Way too long.
Because you're giving us bullshit backstory.
Mm-hmm.
As I told you, of like, I know the guy was not right when he was a kid.
Yeah, it's
like
kind
it was
of obvious.
Obvious.
Eating people. Can't be that right.
There's a head in the refrigerator.
Yeah, exactly.
In there.
Yep, just smile.
Fucking fish died. That's why it stinks.
Yeah, good bad meat.
That vat of people
died.
that you have in there.
Yeah. Probably the people's body parts and the dead people you have in your bedroom.
Like I vaguely remember that as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know what year it was.
91, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, at that point in time, so it was 91, so I'm 11 years old.
Uh-huh.
So then you have like, after that comes out or whatever, and then like you have the little kid fucking jokes that come up for the next couple years.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
It's always something like, does he get, paired with anybody? Is he going to eat them?
Yeah.
I mean, does he get a spork?
Yeah, what's
just a spoon?
Is it a forearm and a salad? Is that tonight?
That was I was watching something. When he got killed in prison, there was another guy that got killed with him.
Okay.
Like 2 guys died.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy was in, prison for murder.
Okay.
And it was one of those things of like the way they were doing this, it was like a whodunit.
Uh-huh.
And I've listened to so many of those fucking books.
Yeah.
So this guy and his wife like go to dinner and like ends up like he gets stabbed like 6 or 7 times and she ends up dying. She's stabbed too, but ends up dying.
Okay.
And then there's a, like a hat that's there. And he's like, I knocked it off. Like the assaultant guy, that's his hat. And then they describe the scene. Like he got stabbed 7 times, but nothing major. Like it was in the side or in the arm or And the wife got stabbed like 35 times in the face.
Oh shit!
As soon as they say that, it's like, well, the fucking husband did it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, well, obviously, it's like, oh, no, this guy tried to mug me, but took the time to stab my wife 35 times in the face. Of like, no, that's what.
Yeah,
that's
she's saying this was the guy
that was the spouse does to a woman he wants to murder.
Yeah,
it's like I've just listened to so many books of like that's when they talk about like the OJ thing of like said because people he said just look at how it was like they what is it the Goldman kid got like he just got killed because he was there.
Yeah,
she was brutalized. Like it was like. Stab. Cut your throat.
Yeah.
Stab. Of like, It's very obvious, like this was a target. You know,
Yeah,
it wasn't just a
exactly.
random fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here. I might as well. You know.
Yeah. Glove didn't fit though.
Yeah. Shocking how it doesn't fit over a latex glove that's been soaked in blood and dried. And if it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah.
South Park did it best.
Yeah.
Like the Wookiee. Look at Chewbacca.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Looks like a bear. It doesn't talk, but it acts like a human. It doesn't make sense. It's fucking great.
Gosh.
Could that have been, I mean, obviously that's a childhood thing, well, not childhood, teenager or whatever, when that went down, of just the, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit. To do that in a courtroom and that high, I mean, that's such a fucking baller move to drop that line in that trial with every, I mean, because it wasn't like it was a, I mean, it was a massive story coming into it.
Yeah.
Of like, and you drop that fucking line. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yep.
That is fucking like, you know,
ballsy.
Like if he had a mic to just drop that thing of like, it's over, bitches.
Yep. I'm going to sit down now.
Game. So remember they did that 30 for 30, whatever day that was, like the Bronco chase, like July, whatever.
Yeah.
On that day, it was like, you know, they did everything that went on. It was like the U.S. women's national team won a World Cup game.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr. hit like his 300th home run.
Yeah.
And the one that was great is during that exact time, because David Hasselhoff was such a fucking superstar in Germany and he was a singer.
Yeah.
He had a pay-per-view concert that went on at the same time that happened, and nobody fucking bought it because they're watching O.J. Simpson drive away. Like, that is such a kick in the dick.
Yeah.
I was like, I had this big concert on pay-per-view and nobody watched it because O.J. Simpson is riding in a Bronco.
That's funny. That's funny.
Poor Hasselhoff.
Yep. The Hoff.
Hey, you jogged on a beach and made a good career out of it. Yep. And you're a god in Germany for some reason.
Some reason. I don't know.
I got nothing else.
Yep, me either.
All right, see ya.
Wideside!